Okay, I'm tired. Tired, cracking, voice cracking hard. It's fine though. We gotta get back to it. Doesn't matter how tired we are. Matters we still do it. What up? Welcome. What's good? What up? Welcome. Can I ask you anything? Go ahead. Starting off this stream. It's time to get back on track. Time to get back doing the YouTube live streams. Back to vibing, back to winning. What up? What up? Welcome. Saw you at the other stream. Hell yeah. Was good, was good. Bro, you going to the gym later? Yep. Yep. What's up, yo? What up? What's good? What's good, everyone? We're trying to just get back into these streams. Trying to get back on the vibes, man. Trying to not lose momentum, obviously. Continue what we're doing, but do it even better. You feel? You feel what I'm saying? Hell yeah, man. Thank y'all for the new subs as well. We're going for 7,300 subs today. Let's get it. How's the grind bid? Grind's been good, bro. I kind of slacked off yesterday and didn't do a stream because I was super tired. Like, really tired yesterday. And it's really important that we just get back on the grind, back on the vibes. Win. Thank y'all for the new subs, man. Hell yeah, we're getting hella people in here. Let's go. I'm getting hyped now. Y'all giving me energy. Just woke up. Doesn't matter. I'm dealing with this love affair. It used to be just physical, but now it's too emotional for me. I want to confess, but I can tell my girl what I want. So do I let it burn inside of me? The fuck? No, you should never let anything burn inside of you. That's weird as fuck. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. Are you a dude? The fuck? Why are you so emotional about this shit? The fuck is going on? You need to figure out how to be less emotional about these types of things. Also, like, make sure you're also looking, like, experiencing other women too, or at least in the past, because some people say they're like, oh yeah, like this girl's the love of my life, or like it's so emotional. We have such like, and then you like look at their dating history and they've never dated anyone, maybe like one other person. It's like, yeah, like comparatively, I'm sure they are the love of your fucking life. Like, I'm sure if I threw 10 other fucking women at you that were better, they'd also be the love of your life because you're just not used to women. So the oxytocin's insane in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like I think dudes. Women, I'm not even gonna have them fucking figure this out, but dudes need to be able to figure out this difference between their oxytocin and falling in love. Two different fucking things. Just because you feel good with a girl doesn't mean you're in love, okay? I think a lot of people don't know what the fuck that means. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, love at first sight, in love. Those people end up in multiple fucking relationships, talking about multiple people being in love. So it's all bullshit. Sorry. That was some manly advice. Well, I want you to win. I want it for your benefit. I want your life to be better. And I think your life is going to be better if you have that mentality that you can't be emotional over this shit. You can't let these things spike your emotions or dopamine too much because then you're going to get dopamine fucked when it's over. I had my coffee this morning, that Disney love. Yeah, fuck that. Like, make the Disney love for them, not for you. Make it feel like Disney love for them, okay? And then it might feel like Disney love for you. But even then, just have a good time. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the feelings. You don't have to think of it like, oh, this is too much. Just just enjoy what we have right now. That's a good mindset. When you're watching a movie, are you thinking, fuck, man, like, I want the end of this movie, like, I'm not gonna be able to watch anymore. You're like, no, I'm just gonna enjoy the movie, and then when it's over, then I'll continue on with my life. I'm not mad that I can't watch the movie ever again. Jesus Christ here. Okay, yeah, for real. Hi, bro. I went through 5 girls, so, yeah, but I'm not over my 5th ex. So you got any advice? Go for more girls until, like, 5. What's funny is, like, 5 girls isn't enough, like, data to really know what you like. And I hate to say this. This is, like, there's this guy, Myron, and he has a specific rule. He thinks you should sleep with 50 women to actually learn about women. I don't know if that is necessarily true. I don't think you need to do that much. But I think there's some truth to be told about the idea that the more experiments you get, the more stats and data you're gonna get. Like, if if you cook a steak 100 times and you try different strategies every single time, by the 100th time, you're gonna cook a pretty damn good steak, and you're gonna have this shit figured out on what steak you like, how you want it, the timing, all this different shit. I think it's the same thing with dating. Is if you do it more, you're gonna figure out what you like, all this different shit, what works, what doesn't for you, all this different stuff. And it's very important you learn that shit, because some people have never been on a fucking date. They have no idea what the fuck to do. Was good. Hey, what up, certified torta pounder? Nope, 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 nope. Hi, what up? What? Do you have a shirt? No, bro. My ex broke up with me 8 months ago, and won't move on, gang. Like, you won't move on? Because you're talking about it right now. So you won't move on, is what I'm assuming you're saying. Myron drops a lot of facts. He does, bro. Myron's a beast. And what's funny is Myron, like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the fuck's wrong with him, like, to a certain extent. Like, I don't know why he doesn't. Like, I don't know what I'm genuinely curious. I want to know how many girls he actually has, like, in his apartment. I want to know if he's, like, is he, like, alone? Like, I want to know, bro, because he's so, like, private about that shit. And he spends all day fucking debating, talking about politics and women and how they're, like, and I'm just like, I want to know, like, because I think he's true, but I would genuinely like to ask him that in person. He doesn't even need to tell anyone else. I just want to know, like, how often are you having girls over at your place? Like, I want to know, like, just on a focus level, like, or is he like, no, I'm locked in on my politics. I have no women, because he literally said when we banned him from the club, he's like, I don't go outside. I'm like, so are you, like, dating women? Are you not? Like, I have no fucking, I don't, like, I just want to know, like, you know what I mean? Dude's vocabulary: serotonin, cortisol, dopamine. I do like a lot of those words. If you cooked a steak 100 times, it would be quite inedible. Oh, no, I'm not talking about that. No, yeah. I'm talking about, like, if you cooked steak, if you made steak 100 nights in a row, so different steaks each time. Know her, what up? Certified torta pounder? No, we're not putting this on me. Oh man, I can't say I agree with everything he says, but I agree with most. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to agree with everything that dude says, because there's so much, and it is a little cutthroat. Like, the issue is the dude literally wrote a book saying why women deserve less. You know what I mean? Like, that's what his baseline. That's what, like, people are being introduced to him as. Like, oh, this guy, he wrote a book about, like, why do women deserve less. Like, it's kind of hard for people to even listen to anything you have to say when that's something that you've done. You know what I mean? I'll listen to what he has to say. I think it's interesting. I think it's pretty interesting, folks. Sure. I think it's cool. I think he's taken a big risk in his ability to, like, he wouldn't be able to do this if he had a family. So that's why I think, like, does he not want, like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know. I'm genuine. Like, it's one dudes I'm actually curious to know what the fuck he does in his, like, lifestyle that way. Like, a lot of people, I don't give a fuck what they do in their life. Him, I actually do give a fuck for whatever reason. Something about it, I just want to know. What up? No different times who? What up? What do you do if my friend is a traitor? It's not your friend. Stop saying your friend. Type 1 if you want Jake to cook steak. I want to live like you one day. Hell yeah. Have a great day. Beautiful word. Thank you. I think we know what you're curious about. Curious about how to win at life. Curious about how to win. Curious about what does it take to win. How hard do I have to work? Gotta go by. People that don't know shit about the guy just hate on Myron off viral videos. They're so cringe. I can't stand it. People need to stop being so ignorant. It's true, bro. It's very, very true. And the truth is, like, a lot of people's perception of him, and all these guys, like Tate as well, especially on TikTok, is, like, not good because it's skewed and they're, like, I was with this one girl and she was, like, I don't know how we got on topic of Andrew Tate, but she's like, "Oh, he's such a, like," and then she, like, shows me her TikTok, and all the videos are just him, like, looking like a weirdo, like, looking like the like, the weird filters and, like, the voice. I'm like, they make him look like a fucking dumbass in all these videos, and I'm like, that's your perception of him. Holy fuck. And I realized, like, your social media can completely skew your perception of a specific person, especially these guys that they're trying to cancel or trying to make look bad. It's very, very interesting. This is a result of when the day of pro kind of works. What up, bro? Real talk. Why do you always drink from glass bottle? It's better. It's better for you. What up? You watch Stranger Things? No, gotta go. If someone calls you fat, just ignore them. You're way bigger than that. What the fuck? You ever try? Okay, what? Gotta go by. Like, don't get me wrong. He'll say some of the off the wall shit, bro, is very factual. He quotes metrics/statistics. You know, like, I know he said a lot, but I'm trying to think of, like, the most off the wall, out of pocket thing he's ever said. And I don't think anything he said has been too, like, non-calculated. Bye, dude, on bikes. I be out. Be like cop, and I'm already out. Okay. Well, yeah, I just watched a 20-second clip from a 3 to 4 hour stream of them crashing out. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And also, the podcast, the issue is, this happens a lot, is they'll be like, because he does his, like, you know, little podcast, and they'll be like, oh, you always pick dumb girls. You always pick dumb girls. And what kind of sucks about that whole situation is that's not really true. They pick women with PhDs. They pick women that have completed university. They pick women that are very career successful and oriented. And what they come to find is when it comes to relationships, they have the same level of, like, stupidity. That's what happened. Because they're like, oh, no, like, they're only picking dumb girls, and that's exactly why they have these dumb conversations. And it's like, that could be part of it, but you have to understand, like, they've picked a lot of people that weren't considered dumb. On a paper wise, they're considered to be smart because they did well in college. And then you come to realize that when it comes to relationships, they have quite literally the same level of stupidity. It's like, oh no, you're just kind of good at school. Like, you're not actually smart though. That's one of the biggest things I had to realize about, like, the world, is, like, just because someone's good at school or college does not mean that they're smart, make good decisions for themselves, or especially not good at fucking relationships. Like, I've come to realize no correlation. Zero correlation with intelligence of schoolwork or even business with the correlation of intelligence with relationships and dating. Zero correlation. Not mutually exclusive, have nothing to do with each other. Two different things. That's what I've come to realize. You could even make the argument that, like, like, being, like, it could hurt you. Like, you could even make that argument. There is no evidence that being more intelligent in school and business means you are going to be more intelligent in dating and relationships. Zero evidence. Zero correlation. Zero. What up? Yo, do you have a main workout? I do push-pull legs, so that's kind of my workout split. If you watch Stranger Things, no. People trying to get me to watch Stranger Things, not doing it. No reason at all, bro. I just be out. What? Yeah, they have metrics behind the quick guest that attend the show. The whole dumb girl shit is false and widely spread. No, and it makes them look stupider because what you realize is like, no, they're actually not dumb. Like these are the people that you say are like so smart and like have all these PhDs and all this stuff, and then they look dumb because what they're talking about isn't something that, just because you're a smart college girl doesn't mean that you understand how dating dynamics works, hypergamy works, or like the reality of most men's dating life. So when they talk about it, just because you have a PhD and whatever the fuck doesn't mean you know shit about relationships, doesn't mean you're intelligent with relationships. You could still be a dumbass. You could still go for the drug dealer, fucking woman abuser because that's what makes your emotions good. Like that's what I'm saying is like those girls that are really smart and get really good grades and are really supposed to be like really educated, whatever, they don't make like smart decisions in dating. They don't like go for like the good guy. They still go for the drug dealer, the dumbass, the bum, the loser, the person that beats them. Like that happens all the time. All of its fucking time. In fact, some of them even go for it more because they're so suppressed with their intelligence that they feel like they're trapped in it. So then they want that polarity. They want that excitement. They want that, like, oh, like this is, I don't know how this is, because they're so stuck in intelligence, which is boring to them. And they want excitement. So it could even be a situation where those smart girls and those girls that are high achievers actually like those like abusers, drug dealer guys more because it's so exciting. It's so exciting for them. And they're not used to exciting shit because they're constantly in school doing boring shit, which obviously is going to fuel their ego. But after a while, women just want excitement. They want fun. Big word, fun. F-U-N. Fun, fun, fun. What's up there, bro? What up? What up? I know what it is, man. I know what it is. What up? It's the look of horror on a person's face when I leave them behind on my face, like so much comfort that so much more traumatizing had happened. Okay, nice. I'll never forget the diamond heist of 95. What? Real? There's me. I'm taking. Okay, hello. Just kidding, guys. Oh yeah, they'll hand over their entire paycheck to their loser boyfriend. I've seen it. Exactly. No. But there's like a polarity thing happening here. It's not like a oh my gosh, why are they doing it? It's like no. There's something scientific going on here that's happening. Like there's some sort of correlation with stats, okay? And there's a science-based reason this is happening, okay? And I'll tell you right now what it is. It's emotion, fun, feeling trapped, and wanting to not feel trapped. Simple as that. Holy literal shit, what up? Why be purely anonymous, bro? Hanging around with people, no names. Cop. Okay, what are we talking about? I can't with all this. Bro's, I don't know. Bro's like having a schizo fucking episode. I don't know. Hell yeah, brother. So apparently no one has anything to say about what I just said. No one has any. I thought someone was gonna be like, "You're wrong. Fuck you. You fucking don't know what you're talking about." No one. All agreed. All right. I assume every single person watching fully agrees on everything I said because no one gave any disagreements. Just kidding. Thoughts on creatine? I think creatine's good. I mean, technically everyone should be taking some form of creatine, whether you're getting it from steak, ground beef, or like just actual powdered creatine. But creatine is quite literally one of the most studied things on earth. It's probably one of the best things that you can take. And you know what's funny? I used to only eat steak, so I get 5 grams of creatine, which is the recommended dosage. But I'm actually gonna get more creatine and try to do like 10 to 15 grams a day. See how the fuck that works. You know what I mean? Why the fuck not? Apparently, you can't overdose on creatine. No, that was good. What the heck are you talking about? Because I just joined. Stupid is my... okay, what the fuck? What are we talking about? What the fuck? Why is this chat turning into this? I don't know. How are we doing today? Did we work out today? Let's talk about something better. Gear? No. Just inject peptides, brother? Fuck no. No peptides for me. You know what's funny, though? Speaking of peptides, I saw like a collagen peptide at Whole Foods. It's like this powder. And I guess peptide's another word for like amino. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know enough about peptides to know. I need to actually learn more about it. But I think that's something about it. I forgot today. Yo, I just worked out today. Hell yeah. I'm literally... What the fuck, bro? Why are we saying like these things. Can we talk about like fucking working out or something or making money? Like I didn't stream all yesterday. I'm very disappointed in myself, obviously, because like what the fuck? You can't be doing that. Um, yeah, yesterday was not a good day productive wise. In fact, it was not productive at all. It was probably one of my least productive days of all time. Having a bad day at work. All right, well, that sucks. Work, like having a bad day and then being at work, that's just the worst. That like, oh, I just want to fucking quit. For real, I'm just being honest, Jake, dude. Bro, that's like saying like, what the fuck? What did you do? I just woke up, bro. Every time, what the fuck? Did you wake up at 5 a.m. today still? No. Guys, the 5 a.m. sessions are done. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it real. There's pros and cons to it. The pros, I've had more fun. I've had more fun nights because I'm not like so like, oh my gosh, I need to wake up at 5 a.m. so I can actually like do fun shit and like go out and hang out with people. But the issue is dopamine overload. So like I say I like have a night where I fucking fall asleep at like, 7 a.m., which happened the other night. The other night I didn't go to sleep. I was up the entire night. And it was a fun night, but oh, you hear that voice crack? God damn. Hear that fucking voice crack? Hey, hey. Hear that? But the next day I was up for like, or I needed to fall asleep for like the entire day, and then me and my homie, we just went on like a hike, because I was like, fuck, I need to like, I don't know, like get some fucking nature or something. So we go on a hike, and then we get back here. I got class, so I go to class, and then it's like, I got fucked after that. It was like, I come back from class, I had to leave class early. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just chill, then do a stream, chill, fall asleep, boom. I don't wake up until like fucking 2 at night. I'm like, what the fuck? And then fall asleep again. How do you talk to women? Practice. Okay. I'm gonna break this down as like have you guys ever done a driving test before? You know how you guys have to do like that like written driving test, and then you go and then you start driving, and then you like don't know what the fuck to do, and it's like, but didn't you just take an entire test knowing everything, and then it's like all of a sudden you're driving a car and all of a sudden you need to like relearn the shit again? That's the point, is that it's the same thing with women, is that I could tell you everything you want. You're not going to learn it until you get your actual reps in and practice. That's the best data. That's the best way to learn, is actually doing it yourself. So you find your own archetype and what works for you. You know what I mean? Because there's all these different things that work, but you need to find what works for you. And that's why you need practice. So you need to start talking to a bunch of different women. You can cold approach. Like, it depends whether you're in high school, college. High school is actually a lot more difficult because there's not a lot of like situations to go like approach women unless you have like a fake ID or something. Like high school is a lot more dependent on who your friends are when it comes to women. But if you're in college, you have no excuse. You could easily go to a college campus, or if you live near a college campus, and you just walk up to as many girls as possible, talk to them, cold approach. You can ask them for their number, just start a conversation. You try a bunch of different shit. Okay, that's the point. But you do it, and then you figure out what works best for you, and then you continue from there. Be confident. Yes, that's true. But that answer is a little too broad. Like, I could tell someone, be confident, be confident, be confident. And then the second they walk up to the girl, they fucking get freaked out because saying being confident isn't enough. They actually have to practice it so they become confident, because they're like, I've done this 100 times. I'm going for this 101 approach. I feel way more confident than the first time. Because I'm telling you right now, the first time you ever walk up to a girl, no matter what, you're not going to be as confident as the 100 times you've gone up there. And there's nothing you could do about that. Nothing that's going to change that except you putting in the reps and putting in action. So there's no excuse if you're in college. And again, dating apps. Here's the issue with dating apps. Dating apps can keep you like in this weird like, I don't need to approach because, I have options online. But again, like dating app close rate's very difficult unless your profile is on point. And even then, like the girls that you're dealing with on dating apps, like it could happen, but it's very rare that you're gonna find like a good girl on dating apps. Like, for the most part. Like, obviously, the dynamic's good. Okay, I feel like we should stop talking about dating. I think we should gotta stop talking about this. Just be kind because men have feelings too. Wait, how do you talk to men? I mean, that is fucking facts. Like, the only way to talk to men is quite literally to be kind. Any dude that says, like, oh, I like a girl with a little attitude, that's actually, I've noticed majority of the time, there's a couple reasons dudes say that, and they're so skewed, it's insane. So here's why dudes say, oh, I like a girl with a little bit of attitude. Number one, because they've never had a girl that's cared about them in a feminine state. That's a big issue, okay? So a lot of dudes' only experience of a woman caring about them or like giving out effort is attitude. Attitude's the only effort that some men have experienced. Their form of effort is attitude. Their form of effort is the girl getting mad because they care that much, okay? But they don't understand that there's also girls out there that can really, really care about you and be feminine. They don't have to they don't have to have an attitude. They don't have to always constantly start an argument. They can be peaceful and chill and still really, really care about you, okay? That's totally okay. And another reason that these dudes say, I want a girl that's a challenge or a girl that, you know, I argue with or whatever, or is because they don't have a challenging life. So they try to find stimulation and confrontation in their relationships rather than in the real world, like conquering a business, making money, you know, building their physique, trying to get really strong, you know, developing themselves in all different aspects of life. They don't do that, so they seek that stimulation in a relationship. But the dudes that do, you know, go for money, business, all these different stuff, try to conquer the world, you know what they seek from women? Peace. So there's a lot of nuance to that. For sure, for sure. But I think a lot of dudes have only experienced care from a woman when she had attitude. So they think that when women have attitude, that means that they care. Okay? I think that's a big, big misconception that's going to get you fucked. There is a reality of a girl that's feminine and still cares. And it's called feminine care. And it's the best version of a fucking woman. I promise you that. Oh shit, someone's getting like broken into. Y'all hear that? Someone's car is honking bad. I'm back. Mustache rain. Okay. To be honest, I've tried things that I never thought would work, and they did. Exactly, bro. This is why you need to experiment. Because some things will work better for you than the other guy. Like, the dude with tattoos, it can talk about, like, oh, his tattoo stuff, and the girls that's really into tattoos is going to work really well for him. The dude that doesn't have any tattoos, but he's a, you know, primal nature guy, and he likes to fucking surf or whatever the fuck, and she's like, oh, I'm a beach girl. Like, you need to find your archetype, because that's when it really comes to, like, not everyone's type. Like, there's specific girls that like specific guys. That's when it's like, I need to try things I never thought would work because they did. Because archetype, experiment, experiment, experiment. Okay? Find your unique archetype. Because a lot of different shit could work. But it's how you say it, obviously. If you do it, like, the funny thing is, like, so much shit could work if you do it confidently and in a specific tone that's very convicted. Like, if you double down on what you say, this isn't fully true, but there's a specific person that says, if you double down on what you say, you could say anything you want. You could say anything you want to a woman as long as you double down on it and you say it confidently and you don't, like, you know, take it back, then you can say whatever you want. And that's not fully true, but there is truth to that, like, if you're doubling down, if you're convicted about it, if you say it with confidence, if you don't take back what you said, if you're decisive about what you're saying and how you think, that's very attractive. Yes, most have and no one care. That smile is so beautiful. I'd love to wake up to that smile every day. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you, Jake? LOL. Just got here. What we're talking about. Bro, that's so true, actually. Giving solid advice. Oh, thank you, man. We were telling girls how to talk to her. Ha, that's funny. I'm back. What up? One day you'll be 40 like me and not care about chasing women. They aren't worth it. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? That sounds like some depressed, lonely, fucking divorced guy in his basement. Who the fuck are you talking about? Chase is probably the one word I'm going to take out of that whole entire statement and call you out for it because we're not talking about chasing women. We're talking about pursuing women, okay? And pursuing women means focused on your goals of making a shit ton of money, getting in the gym, upgrading your lifestyle and value as much as possible, and also practicing how to get better at talking to them, cold approaching, going on dates, going to bars, all this different stuff. Chasing women is going for women that don't want you, which is not our plan at all. Our plan is to get so good at dating women that they chase us, you know. So the whole 40 and telling me that women aren't worth it, I'm sorry, but I don't want your life. I don't. I don't want the lifestyle of some 40-year-old that's in some 22-year-old's live stream telling him that women aren't worth it. I don't want that life. So maybe you're right for your own lifestyle, not for me. And the other thing is make sure you come into the relationship with something to offer. Of course, something to offer, but like not something like a shit ton of things, like humor, fucking non-emotional reactivity, like good conversation. And part of having good conversation with women is letting them talk. Literally, just letting them yap for 80 to 90% of the time. Boom. Women love themselves, so they're going to like you because you let them talk. And that's why so many girls hate, like, the first date. Like, ugh, he's talked about himself the entire time. Ugh, he didn't ask me any questions. That's a very common complaint that women have on the first date. It's so funny. And then the dude will go back from the date being like, yeah, it was a chill talk. Yeah, it was cool. But her perspective is like, he just talked the entire time. His perspective, it was like it was a normal talk. And then what's funny is when the talking is 90, 80%, this is, again, not all the time. This is just my experience. When the talking is 80, 90% them, then they're like, oh my gosh, I feel like our conversations are so comfortable. I feel so comfortable talking to you. I feel like our conversations are so connected. And like, we just have such good conversations. I just love talking to you. It's like, well, you love talking to me because you love talking about yourself. And I let you do 80 to 90% of the talking while also, kind of going in deeper into what you say and almost calling you out for it. And, you know, that makes you talk more, which you obviously like yourself, right? So you're going to like me more because you're talking about yourself. And then the funny thing is, like, they'll be like, oh, like, and the funny thing is when you do that, they then want to know about you. That's the thing is, if you don't talk about yourself as a dude, they really want to know everything about you. The second you start saying, oh, I do this, I do that, it's like, okay, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm talking about dating so much, so I should probably stop. I'm not taking advice from some weirdo. Something to offer, like, what offer her money, you, or a car, what, fuck no, what? Hey, hope the day has been well for everyone. Hope you're staying hydrated. Don't forget to enjoy the stream and leave, like, before you go. Yeah. Make sure the thing that you're offering has nothing to do with something that costs money. It needs to be, like, you're offering humor, you're offering fun, you're offering interesting person. Like, you know what I mean? You're not offering any money or cars or any bullshit materialistic things, because that sets you up for failure. That's true love, for real, blah, blah, blah. Y'all just have poor communication, be healthy, and most importantly, be yourself. Don't change for those who don't want to change either. Be a good person. Ha ha! Careful of that. Be a good person is not the dating strategy of 2026 for men, okay? Because unfortunately, a lot of dudes are already a good person. They got that shit settled a while ago, and now they're like, okay, I was a good person. Why am I not getting the things I want in life? Like, I was always told, be a good person, you'll get what you want. That's not what happened at all. So unfortunately, that dating strategy can work for some people. Some people, just being a good person, they were lucky enough genetically, personality-wise, to just be a good person, and things went well for them. Other people, they're like, no, I've been a good person my entire life, and nothing went well, so fuck that. Like, sorry. Hey, what up? I saw you at Walmart. What? Good job, bro. That's like saying we are not eating tacos, we are consuming tacos. What? I don't know what we're talking about for that. For real, getting good at dating women so they chase us, huh? Exactly. 1,000,000,000,000%. If you get good at dating women, then you understand how they're going to chase you, okay? If you understand how to text them the correct way, if you understand how to make your Instagram good, make your dating app profiles good, understand, the nuance to it, practice, yes. And then you obviously get girls, and then they tell their friends, and then their friends are like, oh, what's this guy talking about? Okay. They're interested. 1,000,000,000,000%. Opinions on ice. Should we talk about this now? To be honest, I never had a problem with just being myself. That's the thing is, be yourself. There's nuance to that statement because sometimes people take that advice as like, be yourself. Okay, now I'm gonna go smoke weed all day, play video games, eat shitty food, and be a lonely motherfucker in my room because I want to relax. You know what I mean? And some people are like, be yourself. It's like, okay, work hard for your goals, and do the things that you might not want to do, but you know you need to win at life. That could also be a version of being yourself. So I think it's like, be the best version of yourself. Because some people take be yourself as go for what makes you happy. And sometimes what makes people happy is quick stimulation, which is smoking weed, eating shitty food, playing video games all day, just being a bum. You know what I mean? So I'm not against the whole be yourself, but that advice sometimes is really not taken the right way by a lot of people with such modern day distractions and the way that we've developed now as humans. Like being ourselves aren't great, like to a certain extent on average. Ourselves is on screens 5 hours to 10 hours a day, eating horrible food, like depressed. Like that's what a lot of people, so some people don't want to be, they want to change, they want to grow, they want to be the best version of themselves. So my statement is not be yourself, it's be the best version of yourself. So that means you're sticking to your core self, but you're constantly trying to upgrade your life. And there's so much nuance to that because a lot of people are like, oh, you shouldn't want to change for other people. And it's like, no, but like, so I'm not going to work out. Like I'm 400 pounds. Should I not want to change for other people? No, I want to fucking look good. And like you shouldn't tell a 400-pound guy that's obese, oh, you shouldn't want to change for other people. You should say, no, you should get healthy because you deserve a better life. Kind of like what you're doing right now. Yapping. Exactly, dude. Never do what I'm doing right now with girls. Like literally. I never talk this much with girls. I'm literally just letting them talk. You know what I mean? I never, like what I'm doing right now with you guys, fuck that shit. Let them talk. And also I'm very slower and lower toned when I'm with a girl. But that's also because I'm like way more in a relaxed state in general. But when I'm streaming, I'm way more like cortisol's up. I'm talking fast. But when you're with the girls, I would recommend slow, lower your tone. Don't speed up anything. Don't use too many words. Very, very slow and controlled. And that's for me personally because I was naturally a fast talker. So it really helped me out, especially like when things start to escalate. You really need that slow, controlled, not fidgety way of talking. For real confidence, everything. Oh yeah, true. But developing confidence, that's something that's not just, saying I'm confident in the mirror 3 times. That's not going to make you confident. What's going to make you confident is having so much undeniable evidence about yourself and what you've done that you're that guy. Like, love, may the angels be with you, warrior. My dream was to meet you. Hi, what up? How about this? Be yourself. 90s and 20s. You got lice? What do you do besides have a messy hair? What up, what up? Are you just like to hear yourself talk? Well, I mean, I definitely do like to hear myself talk because I like myself, because why would I not like myself? Why do I want to be a depressed person that doesn't like myself? Do you not like to hear yourself talk? Because I think that is probably a shitty life experience to not like hearing your own voice. So whatever that vibe is, I'm happy I'm not that. I'm happy you get offended by the way that I do my life, because it shows how much I don't want to do my life, because I don't want to be anything like someone that doesn't like to hear themselves talk. But yeah, no, I like to hear myself talk because I like myself, because that's how you're supposed to live life. Who the fuck? I mean, we're on a floating rock here. Why would you not like to hear yourself talk? You know what I mean? Especially since a lot of other people apparently like to hear myself talk, including you, because you're in my stream and you could be doing anything else in this world and you choose to be in my stream, hearing me talk. Clearly you like it more than anyone else. You're choosing anyone else but me. You know what I mean? What religion are you? I'm not really into that. Thoughts on video games or other degrading habit as means of escaping shitty reality, especially after major breakdowns or failure where you need to reset? I think it's the worst thing ever. I think video games are the absolute worst thing that a person can do when they're in that state of mind. I don't think video games in general are necessarily bad, but the addiction that comes with video games is actually really, really bad. You shouldn't change your personality. Well, here's the thing. Like, I have a question. What if some guy is super emotionally reactive, always like getting mad at people, always cursing? People are like, dude, you're like a bad guy, and this is gonna like hurt your relationships. should they not change their personality? And then they like, guys, I don't know why people don't like me. And then their family members are like, because you're an asshole. Like you're not a good person. Your personality is not nice. You don't have any empathy for any people or any people or whatever, and you don't care about what other people think, and you constantly just, never ask questions about anyone else. And then they're gonna go, um, oh, like what do you mean? Like I shouldn't change my personality. It's like, well, you should change your personality because no one likes you and you hate that. That's the thing is like if you're okay with no one liking you, don't change your personality. But if you're like no, why does no one like me? Like I don't know what I'm doing wrong and everyone's like because you're a fucking asshole, then you should change your personality. So, I think uh some people should change their personality. Not everyone, but you should constantly be working on your personality being better. I don't understand why like upgrading your life is that like I don't know. Uh for real. But some asking is hit him up ground on this. Uh how you gonna tell us how to talk to a girl like we don't know what we're doing? Like you're I don't know, bro. You need to focus on like I don't know texting better. I don't know. Maybe that's why you don't get the results you want because you don't know how to fucking text. Like people don't even understand what the hell you're saying. But no, people be asking. Especially after I posted some of my Hinge conversations. People are like, "What up? I'm back. What up? What up? You're just an asshole, dog. I'm out." Shit doesn't matter that much. Apparently, it matters to you. I mean, you could be doing anything in your life. I mean, you don't even need to be in this stream, but it matters enough to you to comment in some random person's stream. Oh yeah, that bag you sold me yesterday is fentanyl, bruh. What the fuck? Should I go for a 5-7 mile run? Go ahead. Do something we don't care. Sup, man? What up? Nothing's crazier than when some guy comes into my stream and critiques it as if like you can be doing anything in your life, anything, and you choose to be in my stream. Like if my stream's bad, what does that say about you, the one watching it? You know what I mean? Like if I'm doing some weird ass shit, some stupid shit that's bad, and I'm making money from it, what does that say about you who's not making money from it watching it? What does that say about you? You know what I mean? And now, obviously, the people that use the information to their advantage are going to win, and they know that. But the people that critique, I know really aren't using it to their advantage, and that's when I'm just like, so what? Like, what's your plan there? Like, what's the move? Uh, what you want from him? Let him have his stream. I think people are just a little bothered, man. They get a little bothered. Because if you really didn't like what I was saying, if you really thought what I was saying wasn't interesting or wasn't smart, what you'd do is you'd leave. You'd go, oh, I'm too intelligent for this. I need to spend my time elsewhere instead of in this degenerate dumbassness. But instead, they're like, no. Actually, I don't utilize my time the way that I want, and I'd rather spend my time telling someone how wrong they are. Uh, some random person I don't even know. Like, because that's how I choose to spend my time. Not working out, not making money, definitely not talking to women. No person that's talking to girls is commenting on random dudes' live streams saying, hey, blah, blah, blah. You need to do this different. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, worry about your own thing. And another issue, too, is whenever you guys say anything any disagreements that have no actual argument behind it and just say, that's dumb. That's dumb because, oh, let me listen to what you got to say. That's dumb because I got you. Let's hear what you got to say. Oh, I disagree because let's hear what you got to say. Let's have a cool debate. I'm down for intellectual excellence. But unfortunately, you don't do that. You go, that's dumb. Oh, why? Oh, no reason? Okay, so I guess you just don't really know what the fuck you're talking about and don't like to put out arguments. So there you go. What up? No. What up? Jake, I think you became a bit of a mumble rapper back then. What? Come to Japan? I would love to. You have to visit Chicago one day. It's an awesome place. Maybe. You drugs what? You should visit Armenia someday. Thank you for the gifts. Much appreciated. You know, spelt? How I wish I could be the path that fills your beautiful heart. Why, lol. Wait. What, why? You'd be surprised. Wang half. LL, you're a funny person, dog. Based. Wang half's coming in. They're growing, man. The Wang halves of this channel is definitely growing. They come in packs, though. They come in packs. I've been noticing a lot of new vocabulary going on. And it's almost like I look at some of these chats and people want to use a new word so bad that you start looking at and you're like, is this even fucking English? You know? That's what it's really turned into. Foreign influence out. Sorry, my keyboard had a stroke. Okay. Do you watch Sam Hyde? I do not. Dude, why did I get so fucking tired? You can tell I'm just more tired. Get on that. That's funny. Oh, yeah, I don't even know who that is. I've never heard that. Maybe I've heard that name before. Best black comedian? Okay. What time is it? Your place? 9:14. Take a nap? Bro, I'm taking too many naps, dude. Taking too much. I've been too lazy. Yesterday, way too lazy. I went on like one little hike, like an hour-long hike. But other than that, like lazy. Lazy. Time is at your place? 9:15. I think I already answered that question. But yeah, man, so I'm noticing that not waking up at 5 a.m. has actually caused me to be lazier. It's so funny. Like, I was getting comments from people, and they were like, bro, why are you doing this 5 a.m.? It makes no difference. Dude, that shit makes a fucking difference hella. Like, I'm already feeling the effects. It's February 4th. You're telling me it's been 4 days of not doing this, and I'm telling you right now, I am lazier. Now, I'm going to navigate how to not get lazier today. Today's my comeback day. But fuck, man. Fuck. They say if you sleep too much, you just basically stay drowsy for a while. You gotta rest your body clock. Exactly. You gotta be very careful. I got an A+ in history the other day. Hell yeah. About the unification of Germany and Italy. Hell yeah. Crazy that we learned that the painter was the... What the fuck? I mean, was the good guy. I mean, I don't know about all that. Was the good guy? Like, maybe, like, we weren't fully explained, how the fuck all that shit really went down. Like, the reasoning behind it. I think that's probably one of the biggest things, is, like, the reasoning behind why it happened. That was never explained in history. That. And I don't want to talk about this at all, because I don't want to get in trouble. But, like, no one explained to us, well, why did they do this? Wait. Why did they do this? Oh, because, like, I don't know. Like because they just always go through tough shit. Like, no. There must have been a reason that this happened. And I love the fact that came out. Why did that happen? Because even as a kid, you learn about this in school, and you're like, okay, but why did this happen? Yeah, but why did this happen? Because, like, no one's talking about that. No one ever fucking talked about that once. Wait. Why did this happen, though? Because it seems like it just happened. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I mean? So why? Big why did this happen? That was huge. Huge insight right there. No one questioned that. Why? And the funny thing is, like, 10 years ago, if you were to question why, people would be like, how could you say that? Like, I mean, it happened, so why? Like, what the fuck? There must have been a fucking reason. And for them to say, because people are mean and, like, people, like, no. That's not true. That's incorrect. That's where they lied to us. When they tried to say the reason was because, people are what, like, they didn't even want to give an answer. There was no answer. Okay? And that's why World War II in the history books looks so much different than every other country. Every other country's got a different history of World War II. Go. Seriously. Sorry. Are you from Denver? No. Skippy was past tense. When did you start fitness? Why do I have so many questions? I started fitness 3 to 4 years ago. But yeah, that's the one thing I noticed about what Skippy's talking about over here is, like, always said it happened. Why? Why did it happen? What was the reason? What was the reason? What were they trying to stop? You know what I mean? I feel like that's important information. No? Like, no? What? Is that not important to be like, hey, by the way, this country's gotten kicked out by, like, 100-something plus countries? That should be in the history books. It's just a fact. Why not? Like, I don't understand that. My dimples are starting to really come out. These fucking jaw exercises. Bone smashing. Just kidding. Don't do that. I'm kidding. Do you use any powders like ketamine or anything? No. No ketaverse. I am so curious to see how many people take ketamine because of the recent streamers that have been documenting what it's like on ketamine. Because the way that they make it, obviously this happens with a lot of drugs, a big issue with drugs, is they make it look like it's so much fun, which I'm sure it probably is in the moment. But that's probably the same with meth and heroin, which is why they're so bad for you. So yeah, stay the fuck away from drugs, guys. Alright, well, it's been fun time tuning in here. I gotta go, though. Gotcha. See you tomorrow, dog. Hell yeah, peace out. Coke? No, fuck no. Never cocaine. Cocaine's, like, honestly, that is something I highly recommend against so many drugs. And I don't want to say that as, like, a basic person. Never seen... Dude, you missed my workout yesterday, bro. Or not yesterday, 2 days ago. Go back to my stream pull-ups live. I literally seen him do pull-ups the other day. Yeah, well, gym stream today, so we'll get another one of those. I have ketamine in my lotion that I rub after back surgery. Are you Wait, why do I feel like you're not joking? Why do I feel like you're not joking, bro? What the fuck? That sounds like something that actually might be a thing. I hope it's not. I hope it's not. May God bless you. It's okay to try Coke every once in a while. It's 30-minute high, maybe an hour if it's cut with ice. No. I completely disagree, and that's so wrong. I don't even, like, you sound like, I don't know. Like, you're like a freshman in college or something, and you, like, do cocaine for the first time, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Like, fuck no. Cocaine is no bueno. And I'm not like, oh my gosh, it could kill you. Because it could kill you, number one. But my point is, you don't want to be addicted to that shit. You don't want to be addicted to something and you're like at the bars and you constantly need to go to the bathroom every 30 minutes. Does that look fun? Does that sound fun to be at the bars and you constantly need to go to the bathroom every fucking 30 minutes to fucking get that new high? And also, your natural energy is going to get fucked. You're going to need to start, like, if you're a gym guy, that's why a lot of gym guys don't do cocaine, because they already have, like, natural energy from, like, the gym. But haven't you noticed that? But they still do it because there's that correlation of stimulation with the heavy hitter high. You know what I mean? But it's like, some people, they literally need, like a couple bumps just to get through their day. And it's like, that's no bueno. No bueno. What are you hitting today at gym? Push day. I had issues at one point. I kicked it, though. Please don't do drugs. I'm not promoting it. Just saying Coke is a low-level drug. It's actually, I think that's the issue with cocaine. I'll tell you what the issue with cocaine and why people do it right now. Because I'm in college, or I was in college. I'm still in college, and I understand exactly how this shit works. Or at least from my data and my perspective of what's going on right now. Here's what happens. So throughout high school, you're always kind of told, don't do cocaine. Like, don't do drugs in general, okay? So everyone in high school basically only smokes weed or drinks alcohol. That's what the basic people basically do in high school. Maybe there's a couple groups that indulge in psychedelics, pills, and stuff like that. But for the most part, on average, it's just weed and alcohol, okay? And then you get to college and then you start to realize that there's an average amount of people that also do cocaine. So then your brain goes, oh, I guess this is actually not as bad as I thought. That's an issue right there. That thing that happens to a lot of college students where they go, oh, a lot of people are doing this. So I guess it's not as bad as I thought. I guess people have been lying to me to fear monger me because of the actual bad stuff of the people that are addicted and do it every single day. But that's not me. That's the dumbass statement right there. That's not me. I'm not going to do it. Look at all these people that do cocaine and then they're fine. Another thing is people see people that do cocaine in college that are still, have good grades, maybe doing sports, still athletic, making money, like they still are extremely functional. So they're like, that person does cocaine, they're completely fine. So it's actually not as bad as I thought. I've been lied to. This is one of the biggest issues with drugs is this realization that you've been lied to by adults about how they actually work. And then you think, oh, I've been lied to. This is all wrong. So I could actually do whatever the hell I want because they've just been fear mongering me. So then you get into this like almost rebellious mindset to a certain extent where you're like, no, this has all been bullshit. Okay. Drugs are actually fine. Okay. These people do it. They're fine. So I'm actually fine. And then you do it. And who knows, maybe you're fine a couple times. And that's where the issue comes in is then you're like, okay, now I need it for this. Now I need it for this. Now I need it for this. And then they don't talk about like, oh yeah, now you're addicted. Oh yeah. All of a sudden now you're addicted. How the fuck did that happen? It's like, well, drugs are bad. It's like, wait, no one ever told me that. It's like, no. They didn't teach you the right way, okay? So that's the issue, is the people that, like, that big, like, realization, enlightenment of, like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought, everyone else is doing it. That's the scary thing. That's the scary thing right there. That's what you actually have to watch out for. That's what you got to be careful about. And that's what none of the grade people in school will ever tell you about drugs. They'll always tell you that, oh, like, just stay away from it. It's bad, as bad. It's like, well, why? Why is it bad? What happens? What does it actually look like? What does it look like in real life? Because they just say, oh, it's bad, don't do it. And then they're like, well, you're not giving me a reason, okay? And these people are making a shit ton of money, looking really good and leveling up, and they're doing it. So why not just be like them? That's an issue. You cannot do that, okay? You have to understand that those people that maybe look good on surface, okay, it's not good situation, okay? And this happened to me in high school a little bit. I don't want to talk about it too much because I really don't like talking about it. But I saw some people that would smoke weed and they had really good grades. They were athletic. Like they were really, a high level achiever. So my brain went, see, that's all bullshit now. And like it instantly like reframed the way that I look at it because I thought I've been lied to, which has happened all the time. You get into this rebellious thing where you think you've been lied to your entire life about the world, so then you like completely reframe the way your brain goes, and you have to make sure that you don't go the opposite end. Okay? I do this a lot with gym, health, all of it because the world lies to you about all this shit. What up? So sorry, that was a little bit of yap. I had an issue at one point. I just got kicked, though. Please don't do drugs. I'm not promoting it. Just saying coke is a low-level drug. You're not wrong, man. I picked up on powder in school. Definitely a bad decision, but I had fun, though, let me tell you. I mean, yeah, everybody's going to tell you that it was fun in the moment, but it's like anything else. It's like eating fast food. Like, it's fun in the moment, but it's not good for you. He hits the gym. Poor gym. Do you have any advice for a 17-year-old? I'll be turning 18 in 2 months, and in general, I feel confused about life. What do you recommend? Push-ups, making money. Start on your goals of making money and doing push-ups, and if you can make those two things push-ups, but also like gym, working out. If you can make those things your two like priorities, I don't think you're gonna feel lost. I think that'll give you extreme amounts of purpose, like right then and there. Like the whole like feeling confused, I think that can get solved with an extreme amount of athletic exertion and hard work towards goals. 1000%. All right, y'all. It's been a good stream, good hour, good time to get back into streaming, okay? I fucking was lazy as shit yesterday. I'm very mad at myself, but also I indulged in fun times. So, give and choose dopamine. You just gotta not get too dopamine fucked. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Don't quit. We will be streaming workout in midday. So, that's about it. Peace.